Let me close this door really quick. Hey, Donnell. Hey, Annette. Hi, Brian. Hello, hello, hello. I'm super excited to see you guys. Hi, Van. I got to remember that my camera is on this side. How y'all doing today? Tell me, can you hear me? Because sometimes my computer does funny things. How are you guys? How was your weekend? Did you do anything special? How has your work week been? Thanks, Brian, for letting me know. Good, good, good. So today, I am going to have 2 giveaways for you guys today. So one was supposed to be last week, and yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do that at all. So this week I'm gonna do better, and I am going to I'm gonna do the giveaway this time. Oh, that's right. You had to go to the doctor today, and how'd that go? I had to get an appointment myself. I tried to call 2 doctor's offices today to make appointments, and neither one of them apparently were taking calls. Ooh, in the middle of cornfields. I'm in Alabama, and I try my best to stay in and under covering at all times when I'm outside. And no sun that I can help anyway. I got to get out the car to go into the next building, but that's as much outdoors that I get right now. Because it was 90 something degrees today. Oh, you have to go back again tomorrow afternoon. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, as you guys know, I hate that in it. As you guys know, we are doing our Crosswalk Plus pattern. Today, we will be doing these star points right here. And I mentioned last time that the beauty of these star points is that you cut the points off before you even add them into to the stars. So you have no points that you have to keep up with. Yeah, it is crazy hot down here. 90 something degrees. That's it, Donnell. This is probably, thank you, Brian. I love the pattern too. This is probably the beginning of our 90 something degrees, because in April and May, usually we start in May, but in May, it was so much rain that, it stayed mild. I mean, really, we had some 70s and 80s, and we very seldom got to anything above like 85. Yeah, that's done. Soon as we hit June, it's like the weather decided, oh yeah, I remember what time of the year it is. Yeah, I got to kick this temperature up a little bit. It is hot. And these few minutes of rain that you get, you walk outside and it's like a sauna. And it didn't rain but 5 good minutes. And it felt like a steam room out there. So I'm gonna give y'all a few updates on what I've been doing before I get started on the sewing. Heat index of 102. I didn't even look at the heat index. I probably would have called off of work if I found out it was that hot. Michigan goes from 50s and 60s with pouring rain to 90s and no rain. Yeah, you don't get away with, well, you do get away with 90s with no rain down here, but you don't get no humidity in the South ever. Ever, ever, ever. If somebody turned on a hose pipe in their yard and they 17 blocks down the street from you, you feel the humidity from their hose pipe at your house. You never get away with no humidity. I mean, from late May till the beginning of October, you may as well not even pull out a makeup bag. Don't pay nobody to do your hair, and don't pull out no makeup bag at all. Because it's hot. It's real time humidity and hot down here. But Lisa, what is it? The Awkward Quilter GA is doing a summer challenge on Discord. And this is my summer challenge quilt. This is another Robin Pickens pattern. As y'all can tell, I have a problem when it comes to Robin Pickens. And I have cut all of my layer cake. This is a layer cake pattern, and I have cut all of my layer cake pieces. I really need to stack them up better than this, but I've cut them all, and I am ready to get started on it. And I'm super excited about it because I've never really had a reason to pull this kit out. And the rest, and it was super easy to cut too, because you just cut those strips, these 2.5 inch squares, and these huge 9.5 inch blocks. So I am super excited to start that at some point or another. I told y'all I wasn't buying anything, and I haven't bought anything. Well, that's not true, but I haven't bought much. But this kit here makes this quilt. It's going to look like this. And it is made with a Zen Chic jelly roll. Thank you, Brian. It's made with a Zen Chic jelly roll called Mirror. So it looks like that. And then you have background and accent. So I got that in the mail today. I was super excited about it. And this little bit of stuff here makes a 92 by 92 inch quilt. One jelly roll and these two. I think the quilt is absolutely adorable, but I am not a jelly roll fan because I can't starch it, and y'all know I'm a starch fanatic. So I'm gonna ease my way through that, I hope, with very little cursing going on because I can't starch it. And my last receipt in the mail, I pre-ordered these things, y'all, is this. I'm super excited about this one. It looks like it's going to make my nerves entirely so bad that I'm going to be on, hi, Zaza, that I'm going to probably be on some kind of medication when I'm done with it because it's probably going to make my nerves incredibly bad, but I'm excited about it. And I'm almost done with the quilt too, you guys. Oh, I have all the blocks made to finish up I like it too, to finish this. So I have all the units made to put together and make all the blocks. So let me turn them around. So I have all of these made. And then you just pick 4 randomly and put them together to make the blocks. So yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I've made them all. This is going to be a quilt that I think I said last time that I lead a team at our local hospital that posts all the payments for the hospital, and I am making a quilt for all of my team members. So once I finish putting these units together, that is going to be one of the quilts that go to one of my team members. They'll just draw straws or something, and whoever gets chosen at that point will just get this quilt, and then we'll move on to the next one. Well, oh, one more thing. So over the weekend, when I was doing that, I was sewing, and for probably about a good 3-4 hours, I had to be out of my sewing room because my wonderful husband, hi Brenda, was making me this. He did that. I did have it leaned up against the wall, and the rulers have gotten too heavy, and it fell. And it it fell, and I couldn't get it to sit up any longer. So he went to work. And thank you, Zaza. He went to work and started making me this little thing and put it up on the wall. Look at that. I said, look at that. He tries so hard to be ever so handy. You do. You gotta love having a handyman. I tell you the truth. I tell you, I was so excited. So excited and so proud. He probably thinks I'm being facetious, but I mean, really, I was. I was so excited and so proud of it. Today, what I do with the pattern, Lord, I done put everything up and done covered it up, and where did it go? I do this every time I get y'all on here. Every time. I'm gonna find it in a minute. Somewhere. Anyway. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Nikki. Who did I miss? Hey, everybody. Oh, I gotta turn this a little bit more so I can. Okay. I gotta remember that my camera is here when my computer is over here, but my camera is here. Hey, y'all. Y'all forgive me. I'm gonna be a little slow. Let's say kudos for hubby. Make him throw a steak on the grill. I know, right? So today, last week I was supposed to do a giveaway, you guys, and I didn't. So today we will be doing 2. One will be for this jelly roll. Well, these strips anyway. It's not technically a jelly roll. It's from Benartex, and it is called Elegant Keepsakes. And it is these colors. It's the navy has silver, and the cream has gold. And the other drawing will be for this. It's an older, what is the name of this thing? Open Gate Quilts kit. And it makes this sunflower table topper. And it is everything you need to make it. If I'm not mistaken, this is the backing. So you have everything you need to make the front, the binding, and the back. So we're going to, Hey, Mel. So, we're going to start and we're going to give away this one. And when we get to the end, we will give away this one. And for everybody that has something that I am supposed to be giving that I have already given away, I have not mailed anything. This hand is just kind of getting in my way of all the packaging. So I'm going to get my handy husband to package everything. Hi, Melanie. To package everything, and then I will get it out to you guys. I do have everything. I have boxes for everything, but it'll go out. Hi, Chris. So we are now going to draw a number. Let me write down a number because I'll be forgotten. My mind, y'all, my mind. Let me write that down real fast because I'll forget. Let me write it. Oh, look at that. I found it. Okay. And so I need you to put in a number from 1 to 60. And the one that puts the right number is going to win this. So start putting in your numbers. Let's see what we get. Not yet. Almost. Oh, wow. We're dancing all the way around it. Oh, stop. Joydy. Joydy got it. Let me put your name on here because, again, I will forget. I do all this and can't find my paper. God. All right, Joydy. And I am going to put in okay, Joydy, I put in my email address and just send me an email and send me an email and I will with your address and everything and I will get it out to you. But know that it probably will be this weekend before it goes out because I got to get my husband to pack everything. So this one is Joydy's. And then when we get to the end, we will do this one later at the end and give away this one. Hey, y'all. Okay, so tell me your name, Bloom and Stitches, because I will not remember. If I don't associate what I see with a name, I will never get it. Let me grab this pattern wherever I put it. I always seem to lose stuff. Every time I get ready to talk to y'all, I lose something. I don't know why. And I know I just had that in my hand because I was showing it to you guys. What? Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Hey, Tasha. So we are doing these little burgers right here. So we've made the pluses. Cool, Tasha. I will remember that. I will remember Tasha. I have a sister named Tasha. And we have made these little pieces right here. I'll show you a couple. I put the pluses in the closet hanging up, so I don't have those. And now we are going to make the star points. Please do hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you have not. If you need to go out there and just solicit some strangers to hit the subscribe button, I don't mind. It's okay. Just go out there and stand up with a sign that says, hey, go like and subscribe to Quilty Bird PC. Really, don't do that. Don't go out there talking to strange people. Don't do it, because I can't do nothing to help you if that go to the left. So let's not do that. Thank you, Brian. I like it as well. So on these, like I said, we are not matching any points when we make these put these star points together. And these will not be going from top to bottom. They will have a little bit of cutoff. They will be a little short of this on this side when you do them. And we're just going to stitch and flip them just like any other star point. But when you get ready to size them up, you will be cutting them off from this side, which will cut off your point up here. So let's do one. So what did you guys do for the weekend? Like, did you do anything fun? Did you just sew? Did you go somewhere? Did anybody go out of town? Am I the only person that stay at home all the time? Do y'all do stuff on the weekends? Like, I be at home all the time. Yep, I be at home all the time. Now, this weekend, I get to go sit and sew with my guild. And the next weekend, I get to go sit and sew with a different sewing community than my guild. But outside of that, I'm at home all the time. But hopefully some of y'all have better lives than me and y'all get to go somewhere and do something. Surely somebody doing. She says, I'm a stay-at-home person. Now that I'm quilting, I stay at home a lot more than I used to, because I didn't go places. But yeah, I used to get up on Saturday and into the store I went. Worked and pieced a crazy quilt block. My guild does sit and sew once a month. I don't go every month. I am this year. Just Brian said I went to my backyard. I ain't mad at you. Sometimes you have to just stay in your own lane, Brian. Sometimes you do. They have a sit and sew every month. I don't go every month. This year I'm going more often than I usually do, because I'm over the programs at the guild, for which I can't wait for that to be over, because I'm sick of it. Let's see. Lisa says, I generally sit and sew, just not in public. I get it. So there's a lady that was at my last sit and sew, the last sit and sew I went to, who said that she puts a table out on her back porch and she sews in the sunlight and outside. Has anybody ever did that? Hey, Sheila. No problem, Sheila. No problem at all. Has anybody ever put a table outside and sewn on their back porch? I never even gave it any thought until the lady said it. My back porch is covered and screened, but not glassed, which means the floor is not all that clean on a regular basis. Let's see. Lisa says I would be eating gnats if I saw outside. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Zaza said I've done EPP outside, but not a sewing machine. She literally takes her sewing machine on the porch and she sews on her porch. Jordy says, no, I don't want my neighbors coming over and bothering me. Yeah, that too. There's that. There's that too. There's that. I thought about giving it a go, but I would have to do it like right now. Lena has taken a sewing machine outside before. Okay. Okay. Hey, Regina. So I thought about giving it a go, but I would have to do it like right now or wait until like October. Because anytime between now, like July and August, yeah, no. I would be like suffocating from the thought of it. I mean, I wake up and we wake up in the morning and it's already 85 degrees when the sun come up in the morning. So it would literally have to be like right now in order for that to be able to work out for me. I can slow down because I need to make sure these match. Okay. I bet I done used all these. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many more I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many did I make? 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're just going to do these. Brian, I live on a corner lot. I can't hide. Ooh, it's too hot. That's right, Lisa. No one wants to sweat. Watch your sweat mixed into their quilt. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, that's nasty. Just even thinking about it, Lisa. I'm with you. That's just nasty. And also, if I did it, I would have to work out like I said, the floor is not always that clean because I don't have like a glassed in porch. So now I got to figure out how to keep my quilt off the floor. Like I got to get baskets and put down there. I got to be careful. I'm doing all that. It's got to be extra, and I ain't doing all that. Let's see. Yes, it's either too hot or too cold, or I'd probably lose my pieces. That too, that, and then it'd be oof, oof. I don't know. It sounded like a good idea. I guess if it was spring or like really in the fall, it wouldn't be a bad idea if just to get outside the house a little bit and do something. But the more I think about it, and the time of year that it is, girl, Okay, let me turn the iron on. Probably should have did that earlier. Let the iron get hot. Now the bugs in my fabric, I wouldn't have to worry about because it's screened. My porch is screened in. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Look at all those she was saying. You're beautiful skin. Go look at that. Look at old people's skin. That's what it is. Girl, look. Look at all this shine, girl. It's hot outside. Look. Look at all that. Look at this. Look at this right here. I just got home before I got on the camera with y'all. Look all, woo, Lord. Yeah, the bugs. I wouldn't have to worry about that. We've done a pretty good job of making sure that the screen with that would be that, but still the same difference. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. And if y'all ain't never lived in the South, it's a whole different kind of hot. It's a whole different kind of hot. I don't. Well, let's see. I don't really. I don't. And I cannot say anything about that other than melanin in your skin just kind of makes that happen a little later than it does when your, Caucasian skin does. It's just, that's all it is. That's all it is. I ain't doing nothing. It ain't nothing else. You probably could. Yep. It would be a nice alternative. Now she live here though. Lisa, she live probably about 20 minutes down the street from me, so I don't know what she doing. But hi, Deb. Yeah, I don't do anything special for no skin, honey. I really don't. Dusty winds this weekend. Rip gusty. Wow. That never sounds good when in the South. Gusty winds when it's hot is never a good thing. That always means some type of storm or tornado. That's what it means anytime they say that. Know that. If y'all from the North, if it say that anybody in the South, when it's hot as Hades outside, because it's hot as Hades outside right now, when they say that you're going to be getting gusty winds, that means you're having an unpredictable storm. That's what that means. Hey, Deb. How are you? Sahara dust storms. Ooh, Lord. We have enough issues with storms down here. Really? Sahara dust storms. That's but that kind of sound like let me see what Lisa said. Hey, some older black women like late 80s throw on a wig and look 20 years younger. That is all about having melanin. The brown, everybody that don't know what melanin is, it is what makes my skin brown. And it's what you lack in your skin if you're not brown. It's what I have in my skin that makes me brown. That is all about that. Melanin in your skin just tends not to soak up the sun the same way when you don't, as it does when you don't have it. I can't attribute that to nothing other than that. But a good wig, they say you're supposed to have at all times. A good wig, a good eyeliner, and a good lipstick. I'm just saying. That's what my grandmama said. My grandma said every woman need a good wig, a good eyeliner, and a good lipstick. That's what my grandma said. What is all I say? I missed that. Yep, that's one too. Tina Turner, but that Tina Turner looked like, she looked good. She looked good before she passed away. dust winds. That reminds me of when the forest was on fire in Canada, the Canadian fires, when we got all that smoke all the way down here. She said, but I'm yellow. I should look a little younger. Hey, Becky. Oh my, Lisa, that's funny. Now listen, we have other issues now, but skin just usually is not one of them. Things like not that Black people don't have skin cancers, because they do, but things like skin cancers from the sun and warts and even moles. Black people don't tend to have a whole lot of that stuff. My father-in-law said you only need lace and duct tape. My grandma said, hey, woman need a wig, an eyeliner, and some lipstick, baby. That's what she said. Some rouge, as she would say. That's what she called it. Every woman needs some rouge, honey. So I am going to try to size up this block. Let me see. Using a 5.5. Got that. Let's see. Please know that the sewing drum line. Oh, okay. So you don't have to square it up. So it's going to look like this. So when we sew it in, now Black people do have freckles. They do. But generally, when they do have freckles, you see their skin is kind of let me think. So have you ever seen a little, what we call a redhead kid, a little Black redhead kid? So what'll happen is their hair will be, now this came out of a bottle, this ain't my hair, but their hair will be like this color. And their skin will be about maybe 2 or 3 lighter shades than the hair. The hair will look like this. The skin will be darker than mine, but close to almost exactly the color of the hair. And then their skin tone is not technically brown. It's more of a redwood color is what the skin color will be. And they tend to have freckles in their faces. Aunt Ellen and her mom and her mama looks wonderful for their age. I feel a little wrinkly now. Okay. Oh my gosh. She said her dad said she sat behind a sheep when it pooed and it got on her face, her freckles. Oh my gosh. Red-headed Black kids are mixed with Scots and Irish. It might be. It might be. It's got to come from somewhere, because it definitely didn't come naturally. Auburn skin. Yes, that's basically what they would have. Is auburn colored skin. It would be almost exactly the color of their hair. And they tend to have freckles in their faces and like on their shoulders and stuff. They tend to have freckles. And her dad was Black. My biological cousin has freckles, yes. And her skin is probably a different color than what you see in most black people. They tend to have freckles too. Or if they're of some sort of Black and Indian descent. So a lot of Black people have kids that have descendants that are Indian. It's just, Native American Indian. And they tend to have that skin because their skin color tends to be a little redder in color. And so they tend to have that color in their skin. So we will lose our points when we sew. So when we sew, we'll look like that. So this is going to be really easy to put together. I think the only thing that I'm going to have to worry about is whether or not I remember that I need to have the same color on the other side so that I don't sew all of one color and then don't have the other one. Let's see. Lisa says, you have a beautiful complexion. Thank you so much, Becky. My best friend in high school was half black, half Puerto Rican. She has she was white with freckles. Yeah. Yeah. It's in that whole, oh, I hate to use the term, but it's called Milano when black people are mixed with anybody, really. But it's in that whole, what do you do with the, yes, my cousin and I are Choctaw descent. Yes. It's that whole, what do you do with, it's like muddy in the waters, basically. But for some reason, although we can't always get along about things that have to do with race, mixed races make the prettiest children. And I don't care which ones you mix, they just make the prettiest kids. My stepdaughters, two of them are biracial. Their mom's white, and they are the two prettiest things you ever did want to see. I don't know if anyone's sewing along with me. A couple of people said that they wanted to. They do. Thank you. They make the prettiest kids. We do. We mix, we throw everything in the bowl and go in there and grab the children out the bowl, and they just be the prettiest things. I see that as the Lord's way of telling us that we may not be able to get it right, but He know how to make it right. So did y'all watch the basketball game last night, or am I the only basketball fan on this on here? Now, before y'all say that, I'm gonna say I fell asleep on it, but but I am a fan. I am a basketball fan. I am a bigger basketball fan than I am a football fan. That's how I see it, Joydy. But what we mess up, he can always fix. Now, Alicia, get your mind right. Where's this piece? I was breaking the bank at Lynn's last night. Me too. I was doing that while listen. The TV in my sewing room had Lynn on it, and the TV outside the door, because I watch TV with my husband by just looking out the door and seeing the TV where he is, make him feel like I be in there with him. So as I look out here, I can see New York and San Antonio, and as I look up here, I was watching Lynn. I was doing double duty. Kentucky proud. I didn't do too bad yesterday on Wednesday, though. I didn't do too bad. I didn't. So I'm gonna say this, not to chime in and try to break up anything that has to do with land, because I don't want to do that at all. But I will start. Hold on. Nikki said, I'm sitting in my recliner and I'm a soccer fan. The USA's women team. I like basketball, but I'd rather be at the game. I'm with you on that though. I'm with you on that rather be at the game part. I can't really get my husband to want to go to a basketball game. But if I say I want to go see football, he'll do that in a heartbeat. Hi Shalom. I purchased the pattern and picked my fabric, but now having the RAO, my hand is bothering me too, so I feel your pain in that. But just know that this is definitely going to be this is a quick one. It's not hard at all. It's just a lot of stitch and flip, but it's not hard. Once you get started on it, you'll probably flow right through it. I am going to be selling quilting fabric. Hi, let's see. LTC Quilter says, hi, Alicia. I grew up in Connecticut. So the college teams, the Huskies, grew my enjoyment of round ball. But as an adult, I can't watch it because I get too mad when I see them mess up. Okay, okay. I'll be the odd one out. I'm a rugby fan. Oh, now that's something I've never watched. I've never watched it. I'm not a baseball fan because it just ain't enough movement for me. I'm an action girl. I need to see somebody running, jumping, shooting, rolling, hitting, something. Something need to happen. And too much going on in too much not going on in baseball. Dennis Rodman's daughter, Trinity, is on the USA. Okay. USA women's team. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I've never watched rugby. I have to watch it so I can see if I like it. It's got something going on right there. I ain't gonna be sitting there just looking like, okay, now when y'all gonna do something? That ain't how that is, right? Because I can't do that. I like my sports like I like my movies. When I watch a movie, I need somebody to jump out of a car, dive off a building, something to blow up, somebody in there shooting somebody. I need something to be happening. I can't handle it when there ain't nothing going on. Baseball and golf are more fun to me and are more fun to play than to watch. Oh, okay. Because I can't do baseball and the watching. They get on my nerves. It's sort of like football, but no padding. Okay, okay. I might be able to do that then. I can do that then. I can't watch soccer either. I mean, I can't. It just take too long for anything to happen. Learn to like hockey as I got older. Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched that either. I know what it is though, but I don't think I've ever watched it. One, two, three. One, two, three. Are you going to sell online or in shops? So I am going to sell online. I am going to sell fabrics online through my Etsy store, but I am going to have live sales for you guys to see the fabric and not have and buy before it goes online. Because once it goes online, I will have to maintain whatever pricing that Riley Blake. I'm not a Hallmark watcher at all. Well, I am when I watch like Hallmark mystery shows, but the rest of them, mm-mm. I'm not a frou frou movie type girl. Like I don't like romance books. I don't like all that whining and crying over the man that left you when you should have kicked him out in the first place. I don't like all that. I don't like all that at all. Mm-mm. I would rather you whine, cry, and then go slash his tires. That's what I want to see. I want to see action. That's what I want to see, like that. As you live in the South, you have to be a football fan. I am. I'm a football fan. I'm a football fan, but in it between football and basketball, I'm gonna be a basketball fan all day long. If I had to choose between the two, it's gonna be basketball. But yeah, you can't live in the South and not be a football fan. It's just, it's counter, it just doesn't make sense to live here and not be. Seriously, seriously though, Brian, I'm for real. So for real. If I got to watch all that whining and crying about it, I'm gonna need you to get up and do something. I'm gonna need you to get up and do something. But I will be selling for online. I will be selling, and then I will be selling to you guys like live selling. I've already chose my first fabric line that I ordered, and I've already placed that order and waiting on it to come in. It hadn't actually arrived to ship to me yet, so I've already placed that, and I will be doing pre-orders for you guys to see what's coming up. I will be doing like a one of the lives. I'll just show you what's coming up later. I'll show you what I plan to buy and the kind of aesthetic that I plan to have for my shop. What I would like to know from you guys is, do you like stuff like boutiques? Because I don't like them, because to me they smell like burnt crayons and I don't like them and I don't like the way they feel. But if you guys like them, I will invest in looking into getting those as well. And I am not limiting myself to any one distributor. I I am trying to get all of them. Nikki, she said, I can't say I ever saw it. I watched boxing with my dad. I love Sugar Ray Leonard. Now that's something I don't like either. He said, my daughter and I have turned watching Hallmark Christmas movies into a drinking game. I would have to drink to be able to make through it. I just I just can't do it. Okay, so you don't buy boutiques. But I mean, if you guys like them, I will. I don't want to taint what you I don't want to taint what was available for you guys by just using my own taste. No boutiques for me the same. I feel the same. Yeah, they smell like burnt crayons, and they feel this. It's just wrong for me. But a lot of people like them because they come. Now, I will say this: they come in the most brilliant colors. I love the way the colors that they come in. They come in the prettiest of colors. But I just can't get over the way they feel. They're just weird to me. But that's just me. Now, Sheila, that is exactly what I would expect of you. You like boutiques. Okay. Okay. So I want the ability to buy from all the distributors. All of them, all the manufacturers, all the distributors. I want the ability to purchase from all of them. So I I am trying to get at least hooked up with most of them. I may not purchase from all of them, but I want the ability to have things that I don't see the bigger stores have. Like, I don't like novelty fabrics that much, and Clothworks does a lot of novelty fabrics. But I can say this: their fabrics feel amazing. They feel amazing to your hand. I love florals too, so you can be sure that you're gonna get your fill of florals. You can be sure about that because I love florals. I love petite florals, like the kind of size you see in Liberty Fabrics. But I will say this too: I go through what people call in toddlers food jags. That's where they eat chicken and they only eat chicken. or they eat hot dogs and the only thing they'll ever eat is hot dogs. I will go through that whole phase. Like I will be into florals, and that is the only thing that I'll buy. It's florals. But I just have an affinity for petite florals. The kind of thing that's pretty but not overwhelming. I'm going to be making quilts of valor quilts soon. Okay. So I guess I know what color are in our future. There you go. There you go. That's what I love about North Coffee. They feel good too. But not a lot of people that I find carry a lot of their fabrics. I'm a huge Wyndham fabric fan. I will say they fabrics is a bit pricey, but I'm a huge Wyndham fabrics fan. But I can't find them in most stores, like Etsy stores where people like things or people sell things. I don't see a lot of them to even buy from smaller shops sometimes. Let's see. I like four designers: Editor Sitar, Lisa Bonjean, Robin Pickens, and Kim Deal. So, from me, the only thing that you will probably not get from me, Brenda, is Moda Fabrics. So you wouldn't be able to get Lisa Bonjean nor Robin Pickens from me. Only because, and let me tell you why, is because I am starting this not digging into my savings, not digging into, any bit of retirement money. I am starting this basically off of working every day and putting my money to the side to do this. And the investment that Motor requires in the beginning is beyond what I can do in the way that I am starting up with it. So at this point, the one and only thing you would not be able to get from me is Moda Fabrics. Raleigh Flake has beautiful stuff. They do. They do have beautiful things. They do. They have a very high threshold to purchase. And I'm not doing this in a, like I said, I'm not doing this in a way that most people would. This is kind of me getting into it as I get into it, and basically just having a little bit of room and space in my everyday budget that I can try, jump into something and do something. But they have a very high threshold to purchase. So if anybody else wants to do this, I'm not telling you not to. I'm just telling you that's kind of it's kind of a higher threshold to do. Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt that at all. But they won't. They don't have to worry about me. My feelings ain't hurt for not getting it. And I am doing this out of a love for this fabric and this hobby that we do, just like you guys. So I'm not here to make a heaping whole lot of money out of it. I just would rather be able to buy more fabric. So what I sell helps me buy more fabric. It's out of a love for what we do, and less out of a need for it to be to provide for my family and I. So, but I will be looking for import. Let's see, I like flannel for backing on Nikki quilts. Cool. I will definitely put that on my list. What did I do here? That go over there. Something I haven't seen is someone in the quilting community selling notions. I'm already on it. I'm already on it. However, I will say this. When it comes to some things, like I don't mind buying, getting you bolts of fabric and the like, but all of that kind of stuff, will have to be pre-ordered because I live in a garden home. And I did a video showing y'all the largeness of this teeny tiny space that I'm in. But being that I'm in a garden home, the rest of my house is indicative of this space. So only certain things I would have bolts of fabric for, and the rest we would have to do on a pre-order basis. And once I get it, it'll come out to you. And it's got to come to you because I ain't got nowhere to put it. So backgrounds I will keep for you guys, but yeah, the rest it wouldn't be. But notions, I'm on it. I'm on that. I'm on the notions. I mostly back my quilts in flannel, but I used good quality flannel sheets instead of yardage. I want to do that. Zaza, what is a garden home? So I don't know if they call garden homes the same all over the country, but here in the South, it is basically what you will call a one level home that is probably smaller than like 1,500 square feet. That is basically what's called a garden home. It's the kind of thing you do either as a starter home when it's just maybe you, your husband, and one kid, or you've had a 3-4 bedroom, 3 bathroom house, and now you're in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, and you don't have any need for all that space. So you size down to something that still has 2-3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, but smaller square footage that you would have to take care of. That is what a garden home is. At least in Alabama, that's what it is. It's just a small little house. Here it would be a bungalow. Okay. Just because it's one level. Now, it ain't because it's one level, because one level homes can be 3,000 square feet, 3,300 square feet. I mean, it could be huge. This is a garden home. That's funny. She said, "Oh, then I live in a shed. My house is small." I would feel bigger if as a second home on a larger property, yes, or as a rental. And here in Alabama, well, at least in my neighborhood, so my neighborhood is multi income. So it is like it's like I don't even know how to say it other than it's like a so here it is. It's called Waterford. When you turn off of the street into my neighborhood, do you do your own landscaping? Yes. Yes, you do. So we're just regular homes. Back in the day, all houses were one level. So you're right. You're right, Sheila. But when you turn into my neighborhood, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. In the front section, there are townhomes. So you turn to the right, and there's townhomes there. And when I say multi-income, that is because townhomes usually are at a certain price, and the income bracket for that is a certain thing. Then you come further to the back, and you get to a stop sign. You turn to the right, and you're entering into what they call the village, and it is my area of the neighborhood. Turn to the left, and there is a 15,000 square foot pool and a clubhouse and a lake to the left. But to the right is my area and neighborhood, and it's like 1, 2, 3 streets and maybe 4 to 5 blocks down the street, and they're all houses the size of mine. My house is 3 bedroom, 2 bath, living room, dining room, kitchen, garage, attached garage, driveways behind the house, and it has a sunroom, screened in sunroom porch, and a carport. Let's see. I have a small house and a big yard. Glad it's not bigger. Yard work, housework takes away from sewing time. That's true. And then once you pass my neighborhood and keep going to the back, you have what would technically be like middle class family neighborhoods. So they're bigger than mine. The square footage goes anywhere from 26 down to what I have. So I have approximately 15. So somewhere between 15 and 20, not 20, yeah, between 15 and 26, those houses are in that area. And a little further back from that area is what I call the rich people houses in the back. Those houses cost about 300,000 and up, which is a lot of money here in Alabama. 300,000 and up, and they have anywhere from 28 square feet to 39 square feet in those houses in the back. So the idea was to have a way for families to stay in the same neighborhood as they grew. Here, the housing estates, what you'd call supervision, always start from the biggest houses at the front to the smaller houses in the on the back and sides, the starter and retirement homes. Lisa, I have too much housework. These start smaller from where you enter the neighborhood and you get bigger as you go to the back. But like I said, the idea was to have you start in a neighborhood that you love and you put into. And as your family grew, you stay in the neighborhood and in the area, and you just keep putting into the community. That was the idea. This community started building about 2000, and they're still building in this community, and it's 2026. So that was the idea for the community in the beginning. Now, I live in a rural area. I actually live, most of y'all know who Tammy, the Siberian Wind is. I actually live in the area that Tammy came from. I live in what is technically a rural area. And when I say that, I don't mean that when you look outside my house, you see chickens and cows. I live in an area that is primarily woods, like everywhere. Like all around my neighborhood is woods. Between my neighborhood and the next area where there's an actual house is probably 5 miles down the road. So my neighborhood is the only like the only one that's here. But our neighborhood is more like a subdivision. So it is it's pretty modernized, but it's in the middle of a rural area. I don't have a lot of yard. I'm on a corner lot. So I have my front yard, very little in the back because the driveways take up the back. That's the thing about garden homes. You get enough house for you and enough yard for you. But you do not get you don't get ride lawnmower yard. Now you can buy one, but you ain't gonna get very far in the ride lawnmower. I can tell you. I don't have that much, but I have front yard, a little bit in the back, and I'm on a corner lot. So there's side yard for me. I have no, well, I was going to say I have no real trees. I don't. I have no real trees in my yard. I live in the middle of the woods with no real trees. I have one, two, three, two trees. Shalom. I'm surrounded by national park, lots of forests, rainforest, and lots of wildlife. A bear to my front door is nothing. Yeah, I would have to move, Shalom. No, I'm not that far south, Sheila, to have alligators. I know alligators in there, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of snakes and turtles and the like. We don't have alligators in the part of Alabama that I'm in. But I have two trees in my yard, and they're both flowering trees. They're huge trees, but they're flowering trees. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 palms. 5 palm trees, and 2 flowering trees. But I live in the middle of a wooded area full of pine trees. But there are no pine trees in my yard. There are no, mm-mm. There are no real trees in my yard. No oaks, no none of that. There are 2 flowering trees and 5 palms. Cougars. So you mean like the animal cougars or just some old women? I'm just trying to figure out, Shalom, what we're talking about right now. I would die stiff dead. It wasn't farmland, Lisa. I actually live on the land that was used to be the garbage place, the garbage dump. I don't think our land was ever actually used for the garbage purposes, but it was dug to be the garbage purposes. I'm just saying, Shalom. I'm just saying. It was out there to say Shalom, and I just had to do it. We have raccoons. We have raccoons and armadillos and coyotes, and I'm sure there's a number of snakes, but be perfectly honest with you, I've been here for 8 to 10, almost 10 years, and I've never seen one in my yard. I see a many a hippity hops. I mean, the rabbits are out here, and you walk past them, and they looking at you like, "What up? Don't move, don't budge, don't do none of that." They just be like, "What up? What up, bro? What?" Did you hear about the guy who wrecked his car, ran away from a state trooper, jumped into a swamp, and got attacked by an alligator? Girl, stop. She said, I'd pee my pants. I'm serious. Serious. If I went outside and I saw a cougar, girl, stop. Stop it now. Just right now. The womankind are everywhere too. I believe it. She said, but just gotta watch for the leopard print. That's funny. I have pine trees on my land and hickory nut, maple, and lots of persimmons. None of that. No, just them. Woo, just the palm trees. But with that, everybody knows where I can always tell somebody. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Just keep driving down the street and keep looking to your left till you see the palm trees in the yard, because I'm the only one with them. I tell that to everybody. Just keep going till you see the palm trees. I'm doing all this talking and less sewing, but here's another one. But you're just gonna make a lot of these. Because we need 48 of them. I keep watching for coyotes to come into the city. On calm nights, you can hear them in the distance. I've never heard one, but every now and then they'll have pictures of them on the Facebook group for my neighborhood. I'm just a firm believer in we live in the woods. We came out here and put our houses out here at their house. We invaded their neighborhood. Thanks, Brian. We invaded their neighborhood to put up our houses. So if they walking down the street, go in your house and sit down and just let them go where they want to go. Don't bother them. They wasn't bothering you before you came out here and set your house up. Hey, Sherry, set your house up in the middle of their backyard. So don't be bothering them. Let them just go on down the street till they make it to their brother's house. They going to their friend's house. Just let them get there. They ain't bothering you. Don't you bother them. That's just my view on it and all. I am cutting off. So do you guys cut off your, I usually don't. I'm only doing this because I'm on the screen with you guys. But do you do your cutoffs with scissors Or do you do them with a rotary cutter? I'm generally a rotary cutter girl. I'm only doing this because I want to be able to look at the camera. That's how I feel about it. Stay out their way. They ain't bothering you. Don't bother them. Therefore, if it's dark outside, I stays in my house. We have a lot of coyotes in the area. They sound creepy when they're hunting. So I wouldn't even know. So I'm with you on that, Alicia. I just go inside and let them do what they can. That's right. That's right. That's right. I mind my business. Rotary cutter, Sherry. I usually am a rotary cutter girl too. I am too, but I want to be able to see the chat, so I'm kind of cutting with these scissors. My town has been here forever. I live in the town Otis Redding was born in. Okay. I fully doxed myself, but I know scissors mostly, but I'm a garment. So, okay. So, Shalom, have you ever made a quilt? I haven't made. Let's see. I used my snips to part my chains. Okay. And bobcats sound like women screaming, "Girl, if I ran outside because I thought somebody was in trouble and it turned out to be a bobcat, I would probably be mad. Go find a broom or a stick somewhere and have to handle that cat. I don't understand. Get out of my house. Get away from my house with that noise. Faking the funk. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That's so strange. That's like those monkeys that scream. I went on, we were in Dominican Republic and we were on a tour of something, and I thought somebody had them beat somebody up or something, and it was them stupid monkeys up there hollering. I have made a couple, but they weren't nearly what folks around here make. Oh, she said it's a wicked sound. Oh my gosh. I live in a town where my great grandparents are buried. Oh wow. We have scorpions in Alabama. Now, the one that I've seen was probably big enough to fit on this pin, the end of this pin thing. And believe it or not, I swept it up on my floor and I thought that looks weird. And it was a scorpion about the size of the top of this pin thing. And it was on my kitchen floor. I did see a strange looking bug the other day that I had to go Google. I can't remember what it was. Very little scorpions. That's what we have. We have bobcats. They are so beautiful. What? Beautiful? Really? I don't know if I'm going to get close enough to them to know what they look like, Brenda. I don't know. Goats on a roof. Oh my gosh. Yes, Lisa. Ew is right. I thought, what is that? I had to show it to my husband because I couldn't believe it. I was like, we got these things here? There was a strange looking spider. It was like neon green in my in one of my flowering bushes around yonder. I had to Google that too. That's what happened when you live in the woods, girl. You find out that there's wildlife that you ain't never heard of a day in your life. Like, what in the world? Like, do I live in Calera or do I live in the zoo? Am I in the jungle? What is going on? It's stuff. It's stuff out here that'll scare you. But it was literally a neon green color. I'd never seen a spider like that in all my life. Next question. Do y'all keep them? I don't like them either. I don't bother them either. Now, they don't bother me. I ain't bothering them. I can't stand them, but I ain't bothering no spiders either. They ain't bothering me. I ain't bothering them. At all. Snakes, stop it. The neon green ones are orb weavers, I think. They're safe. If they're, eat bugs. Honey, stop. Is on 9 acres. I want some acreage. I really would like to be living on. So you keep yours, Joydy. I don't. I don't keep mine. I keep them in pickle jars. Damn, it's silly. Oh my gosh. In bananas. My friend got a bright green spider in her bananas. She used to laugh at me checking the bananas. I got a spider from South America in some grapes once before. I mean, my whole grape bag, by the time when I bought it off the shelf, I promise you I didn't see any of this. But by the time I got it home, out the car, into my kitchen, the whole bag was full of webs. The whole bag was full of webs. And I was like, it did not look like that when I took it off that shelf because I wouldn't have got it. Until I send them to someone who makes charity quilts. That's smart. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting them in a Ziploc bag or something, because baby, they go straight to the trash. They go straight to the trash over here. I don't do nothing with them. All right, guys, we've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. So we are going to do our last giveaway. For everybody that wasn't here earlier, Joy T won this set of strips. And now, let me see, I bet a kindergartner or a preschooler will love scraps for kid art. Oh, that's smart. No. I got preschoolers and kindergartners and the Rugrats that are mine. And no, I'm not going to get them nothing else to tear up my house any further than they already do. So, now we're going to do our last giveaway for today, which is going to be for this. I'm going to take this fabric out and show it to you real quick. I'm keeping scraps now that I'm getting into crazy quilts. I don't even know what a crazy quilt is. I hear people say that all the time. So this is what this fabric looks like. There's this green. Oh, wow. She gave you some, what is this? This is that Robin Pickens fabric. That's pretty. I love it. Love me some Robin Pickens. There's this honey looking color. This fabric with the bees and the sunflowers and the beehive and the flowers. I think this is the binding piece, if I'm not mistaken. Then there's this sunflower. This piece here and the matching piece that's going to be the back. Thatched. Thank you, Sheila. And the back, this all I'm just showing you is for the top. And then you have the back, which is that same piece. It's my favorite. It's my favorite blender. Thatched is just my favorite basic blender fabric, period. Not to mention that Robin Pickens just makes really pretty colors. But this is what you're going to get. And again, remember that, you know, I'm kind of crippled. And I got to wait on my husband to do the packaging so that I can get these out to you guys. But you will get all of this to make this. Let me find out what size it is for you guys so you'll know. It is 26 by 26. So it's just a table topper. It's 26 by 26. Pattern and everything. And here, let me write the number on the back of the pattern. So I know what I'm gonna do. Got it. Okay. If you're ready, all right, start putting in your numbers. I'm gonna hold this up so you can see what you get. Ooh. So I want to use lace strips of lace to tie up my bundles when I sell my fabric. I want that to be like my thing. It was open gate quilts. Close, 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 close. Not yet. Done. Stop. Let me see who I got. The number was 41. And the winner is, let me find it. Relax. Stop moving. Come with me. It is Brenda at KY Brenda F. So again, I'm going to put my email address in here. Send me an email, Brenda, with your address in it, and I will get that out to you. Let me write your name on here so I remember it's for you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to finish up the star points and then, I'm going to get those finished and then we will come back and I will probably spend the next one. Let's see. I always feel guilty entering because postage to Canada is nuts. Oh, no. Don't feel guilty at all, Shalom. I can get it to you. It's okay. Our next one, I will probably be on here with you guys while I arrange it on the wall so that we know how we'll put it together. And then the last one, we'll just put it together. But thank you so much for being here with me. I will see you guys next Tuesday at 5. We'll have some more interesting chats and we will have all our pieces ready to put this together. Thank you so much for being here. See you guys next time.